Hey guys, welcome back to Pillbox Movies. I'm Hank, and today we're going to be watching the 2020 Italian film, The Sisters Macaluso, or La sorelle Macaluso. This is a film by Italian director Emma Dante. I believe it's based off of a play that she also wrote. The Sisters Macaluso has been a movie that I've been trying to track down for a while. I think it was playing at, I always want to say Film Forum. I think it was playing at Film Forum. And I missed it because I missed everything in 2021/2020/2022. And it's finally come out on Italian DVD. So great. Let's check it out now. And before we get started, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. Consider joining my Patreon to support making even more videos. Okay, let's watch The Sisters Macaluso. Hopefully, eventually, I'll finally be done with the movies that I want to watch from 2021. We have the Shawshank Redemption / Oldboy opening / A Man Escaped / The Great Escape / etc., etc. I don't know what the plot of this movie is going in. From what I remember, I thought it was about 5 siblings putting on a play, and I'm always about, like, a play within a play, meta-theatrical types of storytelling. They keep a household very similar to my own. A lot of knickknacks.
Perché che ore sono?
È tardi.
È tardi.
Via! Così si rompe. Apri, stronza, ridammi il tuffetto, apri!
Il mio dov'è?
Already chaotic sisters.
Ne vuole 80.
Non poteva chiamare.
Sta salendo.
Oh, it's a nudity type film. Okay. Those Italians, never afraid to show off a little skin. Yeah, it's birds. It's definitely birds. Oh, wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. They're like the sisters. It's just so chaotic. So much chaotic energy. They've become a metaphor for the sisters' lives, how they are yearning to burst free, how they're a commune, how some of them die inside of their cages. We're establishing metaphors and whatnot. That looks like it would be such a literal shit show. How the f do they clean that shit up? Name your favorite bird movie. Your favorite use of bird metaphors in a movie. The most obvious example being the birds. She's gonna spike the lens. Italian girls, Italian people in general, just such a different energy from me. I'm getting hives just watching them go. Oh, Jesus Christ. That Leah, man. She's a firecracker. Oh, no, not the good China. We can't do another movie with the Gymnopédie. Second, third, maybe, feature on this channel to have Satie in it. The most recent one I can think of is The Fire Within, of course, the Louis Malle film. I hope Satie's estate gets a lot of money, because Satie, I think, like, died poor in his time. Is she using the lipstick as blush? Iconic lower income strats.
Me lo metti pure a me.
Ancora sei piccola?
Dai.
Dai!
Vabbè, un pochino però. Vieni qua.
A second to feature makeup application on children after Tomboy. That was a scary shot. A little bit of foreboding in that.
Tutto si perde di me. E tuttavia mi tormento per il fatto di essere vile. Ma sono
A lot of close-ups of their lips. Or 2 so far. Let's see if they continue the trend. Seeing them perform different actions, representing metonymic representations of their characters. One of them is applying lipstick, another one is reading from a book. Maybe we'll see one eating. Don't show the fat one eating. I'm just asking you, please don't do that. I like these shots of the dark rooms. It's really giving a weird sense of unease to the movie. Because the characters are so energetic and so, like, warm in how they relate to each other, showing these the room in like stillness. It's just a little bit of a haunting feeling. Did they leave his sister behind? It's just a nightmare to clean. Just a nightmare. This looks like a nice day out. They go to the pool. These girls just radiate chaotic energy. Unstoppable. Maria, Nuccia, Leah, Antonella, and the one that I just forgot. So many more musical sequences in these movies from 2021 than I was expecting. This, the girl and the spider. What do we see when we look at the sky? A little bit in Petite Maman, of course. Nerd. Oh my gosh, me at a beach party. It's a movie theater.
Lo rifacciamo martedì per la Madonna. Vieni.
E tu mi aspetti di nuovo?
A little bit of going on. Maybe. Oh! But now I'm imagining how those flyers don't fly off with the wind blowing in this arena. Yeah, see, they've already flown off. Immersion ruined. Did they plan it for it to be like this? Or did they just have to roll with it that there was a wind blowing through this arena? Maria's the oldest. Penuccia is either the one who's the flirt or the one who's the nerd. Antonella's the chubby one? Yeah, just constantly getting the lens wet. That was a nice cut, though. Okay. Antonella's the youngest. Katya is the second youngest. Leah is the third. Penuccia is the second oldest, and Maria is the oldest. Okay, I think we're set. Okay, so one of them died. Awesome. Great. Who, though? Antonella's had a bunch of death flags so far. Wanting to put her face in the water in the bathtub in the first. Having her teeth falling out from eating all the Kinders. The fact that she put on this song. Okay, Katya's still alive. Oh no, that's not Katya. That's Leah. This is Penuccia. Oh, she's older now. So now we're in like the present or many years down the line. They've gotten better at cleaning their apartment, I guess. Yeah, that haunting feeling of the apartment has taken a different timbre now. And somebody's having sex. Okay, so Leah wouldn't be liking Penuccia, so that's probably Penuccia. Because they already established a relationship of not liking each other in the past. And also they fought over the sandwich, I think. Wow, they're a lot older.
Ci devi riuscire questa volta, Katya.
Katya, okay. So this is the chubbier sister. Makes sense, she looks a little
Hai
younger.
sentito, Antonino? Ci pensa tua madre.
Oh, fuck. I'm guessing this is Maria, then? Who works as a veterinary pathologist?
Ah, Maria, è lei? Come va? Oggi meglio.
So what
Lei
happened
non
to
è
your movie
venuta?
gal?
No, ieri mi sono fatta sostituire. Ma poi l'hai
Did you
sentito
end
il
up
canale
watching
della
Back to the
chimica
Future 2 with
candela?
her?
Sì, la saluta.
Are they going to put her on performance at the end of this? Is she going to dance? Be a ballerina like she wanted to be? I mean, she'd technically be a ballet dancer, not a ballerina, but... Our girl Penuccia? Or perhaps possibly Antonella? Replicating Penuccia? It may be Antonella taking on the habits of her older sister because she passed away. We'll just put a pin on that, in that. Oh, shit. No, that's Penuccia. I knew that shot meant no good. You know what? That is not fair. You can't keep using this song or this piece. It's cheating. You know I'm already gonna feel something hearing this. She's dancing like she wanted to in her youth. A lot of different mixes of dance types. Yeah, I mean, it was, I guess, Antonella's, like, established theme from earlier, so we can draw a line that when the sisters are thinking of her, that piece will be playing. Replicating the shot of Leah reading before. So if Leah's name is on the list, was Leah the oldest, not Maria?
Vabbè, oggi non è giornata. Mi dispiace.
It's really sad because they've maintained the filmic style, the kind of documentarian kind of shaky cam whatever style, and it's maintaining the kind of verve and kineticism of earlier, but the characters are so kind of settled in and grave now, and not they don't possess the same kind of energy and lightness that they did at the beginning of the film, and so it's like it's maintaining that continuity, but you're getting the feeling of something being slightly off because of the change in their characteristic in their character.
Antonino come sta? Sempre più coinoso.
And Katya named her child after Antonella because that's depressing as shit. University of Dogs. I cut this out of the what do we see when we look at the Sky video, but you know, non-English speaking people have English shirt designs and stuff, and they make absolutely no sense in the same way that our shirts and clothing that have foreign languages on them probably make no sense to those native speakers. It's not even that University of Dogs is wrong, it's just like not an idea that is within the sensibility of an English speaking like country or culture. Does she have an illness, maybe? Yeah, she has an illness, doesn't she? She has cancer. Having lots of fun with this one. Is that the plate? And is that the plate that Antonella used to feed the birds? She wants to bring the family together one more time before she passes, before she goes. And the missing piece is Antonella. Ah! I'm okay with it, but this is getting close to emotional manipulation. I mean, it is emotional manipulation. I don't want to say necessarily that it's bad. It isn't bad. It's all emotional manipulation. It's a medium of made-up things. It's just a matter of whether it is consistent within the frame that it establishes.
A che servono sti piccioni?
Whether or not it's exploitative.
Ma se tornano loro, che fa, li ammazziamo?
Leah, please. I'm begging you.
A te non te ne fotte niente né di me né di lei. Tu cucini solo per il tuo boyfriend.
Perché si è trasferito qua?
Boyfriend.
E quando mi chiudi fuori di casa per ficcare mi faccio i cazzi miei o i cazzi tuoi. Oh.
And also a nice kind of comparison or contrast to the earlier established scenes of them in their childhood is that they lit their childhood with natural light, with just sunlight, or the appearance of sunlight, and this is all kind of practicals, overhead lights and stuff.
Tu non lo sentirai mai quello che si prova veramente. Perché a te nessuno ti vuole.
Nerds can get laid too. Perhaps not this particular nerd, but it does happen occasionally.
Tanto non mi ascoltate, non mi avete mai ascoltato a me. È vero o no?
Yeesh.
Cosa vuoi dire? Se mi davi retta sarebbe stato tutto diverso.
Yeesh. Don't say it.
Sentiamo.
La dovevi fermare.
Oh.
Aspetta. Ti prego, portatela con te.
Ti prego, portatela
Ti prego, ti supplico.
Pezzo di merda!
Well, they've gotten a bit of that chaotic energy back. Oh no. This is not taking the direction that I thought it would.
Ho il cancro.
No, it is. I did say in a previous video that I do love watching people just tuck in media, so I guess here I am eating my words. She's gonna get such a fucking insulin spike. Oh, I can really picture how this would kind of play out in a theatrical setting, since this was based on a play. Like this scene makes sense to me as something that was written for the stage and is being adapted to a filmic representation. But this definitely feels like one of those kind of like test the limits kind of scenes where you put like a big to-do in front of the actors, in front of the audience, and like challenge them to go through the entire scene. You're just gonna have to sit here and watch her eat this entire plate. Yeah, you have to feed them on the nice plate. I think it was earlier on, Antonella that said that you have to grab them by the wings, otherwise they'll fly away. Somebody moving out. Panucha? This looks like a Panucha wardrobe. It doesn't really look like a Leah. No, it's Katya. They gotten older again. We've done another time skip. So Leah's alone in the household now? Did somebody die? Did Panucha die? It'd be amazing if this took place in the future. Like, sometimes indie movies do that. Like, movies that you don't really expect to have the budget to do it, do a little flourish for the future. Like, Mountains May Depart is definitely an example that I would think of. Again, Leah's signature of reading, the close-up on her lips reading. I'm under the impression that Leah perhaps has some neurodivergent issues. And I suppose that would make sense with the insistence of her wanting to stay in this house. And it's reframing the idea from the first scene of trying to make an escape out of the apartment to see the sea. They were playing hide and seek, okay.
A Charleston. Non si può salire. Stavolta ce la facciamo. Venite.
Oh no, that spike. A credit to Italian manufacturing that these like toys and baubles maintained their freshness over like 50, 60 years. It's a really beautiful depiction of like different ages in a woman's life. I'm really stirred by that. Just like wonderful depictions of human behavior. Just close-ups of hands, of fingers, of skin, of the real weight of time.
In altri tempi lo hanno nutrito.
Yeah.
Allevato.
And Maria's reading to her like she did.
Proprio come madri. Gli hanno fatto compagnia. Sulla terra non c'era nessuno che lo consolasse. Una famiglia particolare, il cane.
Hey, Katya. Good to see you again. Oh. That's Panucha. She's still alive. Oh my god, we're doing a whole 6 feet under. Why are we doing a whole 6 feet under? I don't want to do a whole 6 feet under. She killed herself, yeah. That makes sense. They did not end up putting on the play that I thought they might. I guess apart from, or in tandem to, whether or not you might think the piece is good or not, I really take value in this depiction of human life and the human condition in different forms. It's just really nice to see the elderly depicted on screen in such a loving and sensitive way and honest way. So are they living in a climate change era? Has the shoreline slowly swept in? Yeah, this house is haunted. She's gonna see Antonella again. Yeah.
Sei bellissima.
Wipe away the lipstick. I love this repeated depiction of the bathtub in these different phases of these women's lives. It's really beautiful. Antonella dipping her hair in the beginning, Maria bathing in it, Leah cleaning herself in it. I don't think this is direct parallel or anything, but there was an earlier line mentioning that they didn't have these stairs up to the pigeons, and now they've set up these stairs to have Leah's casket lowered. Yeah, I love these depictions of this quiet. It's not an apartment, but this quiet house where there aren't inhabitants there anymore, except the spirits of the birds.
Vieni, piano piano. Dai.
Just the impression left on the wallpaper. We could use a musical break. I do not want to see this child die. I do not want to watch this child die. I hate that framing. It's really not your fault if you were swimming or making out when your sister died. I understand the impulse to feel that way. Well, I guess I'm glad we didn't have to watch the other two sisters die. Cool. I'm so happy I watched that. I'm so happy. I liked that. I really did. What I really responded to, I kind of found the setup of the five sisters and all of that a little bit contrived, and the family tragedy and stuff, and all of that is very kind of conventional for a stage play or a movie, like an indie movie and stuff. So I was fine with all of that, but the stuff I actually really resonated with was the depiction of the passage of time in this movie, and really getting up close and showing the years of these women's lives, and showing the kind of the quiet pain, the quiet heaviness, but also the acceptance and the naturalness of this passage. Just, in terms of narratives that don't get enough representation on screen, I think it's wonderful to see old age depicted so vividly and so sensitively in this movie. I say this as a person who doesn't visit old folks' homes, who does nothing for the elderly whatsoever in my life, as an absolute cretin and hypocrite, but I love old people. I had old neighbors when I was growing up, and spent a lot of time with them, and they kind of cared for me in the absence of my parents when they were at work and stuff, and so I've always kind of had an affinity towards the the elderly when I was a child, and that stuff passes when you get older and you become more self-aware and self-involved. But I think if you have the opportunity, spend time with the elderly, I guess. And in terms of filmic depictions, I guess similarly, like this trajectory of narratives of storytelling is similar to like something like The Irishman, where you're expecting the narrative to go one way, and then it actually goes somewhere very, very different and becomes a meditation on mortality, on age, and about frailty, I guess I'd say. Appreciating and really accepting frailty in our lives. If you're interested in this kind of narrative, I think two really great movies that you could check out are both by Jia Jung-ke. You could check out Mountains May Depart and Ashes Purest White. Two incredible depictions of the passage of time, of cultural movements, and the passing of one generation to the next, and the feeling as an individual of almost everything passing you by, of this continuum of the world changing and evolving, and you still feel like the person you were when you were a young gangster, or when you were a young woman moving to the city dreaming of becoming a singer. Those are really, really sensitively wrought, beautiful, beautiful films, and you should check them out if you haven't before. You should check out La Sorelle Macaluso if you haven't, if this feels like your taste. Yeah. I need to go blow my nose. Anyways, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe for more old, obscure, and art house films. And until next time, keep watching good movies. Ugh.